bevo.com.
You were a great CEO of Linden Labs, so what was the reason for the decision for you stepping aside, letting somebody else take over control as CEO, and you becoming chairman of the board?
Well, you know, I spent quite some time. I mean, we started the company in 1999, so I've been in that CEO role with my company for longer than one would think, because Second Life, of course, is something that's become visible just over the last few years, significantly visible to people outside the company. So it has been quite a long stint in the job, and I've always been a big believer that, and I think a lot of wise leaders believe this, that you do want change. And I think that I helped build the job. You know, what does it mean to be the CEO of Linden Lab? But I don't think that necessarily means that, therefore, I should want to do it, you know, for the rest of my life in that job. So, but more specifically for me, architecting the role and architecting the company as we've built it thus far, you know, to the point where we're now, you know, 340 people, has been a delightful thing to do. But the actual work, the day-to-day work of execution, the management and the detail and all the sort of midterm planning that one has to do now, you know, given the kind of company we are and the kind of challenges we have, it's quite it's quite an interesting and challenging job, and it's not a perfect fit for me. If you really look at my skill set, it's much more that of a futurist. I can look quite a bit farther out and make estimations about what's going to happen to the market, to the company, and then I'm also quite tactical. You know, my background is in engineering. My hands-on work is engineering, which I love, and I still, whenever I can, try and, you know, play around with a little bit. And so given that I'm sort of good at the short range, I think, and at the long range, the job, I think, of the CEO is the sort of the area in between, which is leading the company, growing the company, hiring, management, creating success at that intermediate scale. And I felt that for myself, I would be a better fit for the company and be more useful to the company if I was able to concentrate on long-term strategy and then more short-range execution, which is why actually in my role I'm now focusing on some smaller projects where I'm actually working more hands-on in the software again. So I'm able to actually make Second Life better at the level of product development rather than at the level of CEO.
bevo.com